Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. Today I am filming a video that I haven't filmed, I realized, in like 2 months. It is our budget recap. I did not film one for May. If you guys have been around here for a while, we had a very tragic event happen in the month of May. So I was completely like not on a budget, whatever. It was what it was. Okay. I don't even know, still don't know what I spent in May, paid the credit card off, rebalanced my budget at the end of the month. And that was that. I didn't focus on like trying to figure anything out. I was just like, all right, here's the damage and this is what we're going to do. So this is really the first month that I've been back like fully in my budgeting game, like doing things the right way and making sure that I'm like actually reconciling my budget at the end of the month. So it does feel good to like be back in this routine and share it with you guys. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy these videos and seeing like what we actually spent, because obviously we do have a budget every single month, but we don't always, you know, life happens and sometimes we don't always spend what we say we're going to spend. And this is one of those months as well. It always is. Like there's always things that happen in the month. My budget is never perfect. We're a real family, so real stuff happens here. So let's go ahead and get started with our June recap. I can't believe that June's over. Like I feel like this summer is already flying by. I feel like the 4th of July really like signifies the middle of the summer. And I can't believe we're like already at that point. Like the middle of the summer, I'm so not ready for it to be over. Like I don't know. It just feels like it's going so fast. So for our W-2 income, my husband and I are both salaried. So we earned our regular $7,300, and then side hustle income. We never budget for side hustle income, but we usually do have some sort of side hustle income. So for the month of June, we had a whopping $20. Wow. Really moving needles here on my channel, but like again, it just wasn't a focus for us and it is all good. We will be back into it. Typically I have more side hustle income just because of YouTube, but because I took almost the entire month of May off, I literally didn't make enough to even get anything from YouTube. Like, so I didn't get any income from YouTube for the month of May. So yeah, it was kind of weird to like not have more than that, but it is what it is. Obviously I needed to take the time off. I absolutely like have no regret or anything about it. It needed to happen, so it's fine. But it is just weird. This is definitely the least amount of side hustle income I think I've ever had since I've posted on YouTube, but it's fine. Hopefully next month will be better. We'll see. But I've been like a bad YouTuber lately too. I don't know. I'm really struggling with like getting back into like the swing of things. So I'm hoping that I can do that this month, and this month will be better for me in general, like mental health and just getting back on my normal routine of things that I enjoy doing. So let's go ahead and get into our budget and see where we spent this $7,300 this month. So we do have our mortgage that comes out on the 1st of every month, and that was $25.27. That has stayed the same for quite a long time now. I think for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months at this point. Hopefully this will be going back down in early next year. We did have an escrow shortage, which we're actually in the process of paying back. So hopefully this amount will go down at some point next year. But again, with property taxes, like you never know, it could just be this amount moving forward. I guess I don't know. So we will see about that. Next up is our water bill. We had budgeted $300 for our water. Our water is quarterly, so this is not a monthly expense for us. This only comes out quarterly. We budgeted $300. We actually spent $308. So we were pretty close. I feel like I've got a pretty good grasp on our water bill. I don't know. I don't think it really changes that much. So it's been like right around the 300 mark for quite a while. So we pretty much know at this point it's going to be around $300. And I feel like that's pretty normal for like a family of our size. We're a family of 5. I feel like we do use a lot of water. Like we take a lot of showers, baths for my kids, and then like this now, like our next water bill will probably be higher because of the summer and like sprinklers and water tables and all of that stuff. So I feel like I have a pretty good handle on it, but again, that is quarterly for us. Then we have our Peloton subscription. This is like paining me right now to pay because we have not admittedly been using it very much, but I don't want to cancel it because I'm at this like impasse with myself. I want to start using it again, but I also can't find the time to use it, but I don't want to cancel it because then I won't use it, but I'm not using it. Does that make any sense? I'm like, this is the conversation I'm having with myself in my mind. Like, I should cancel it because we're paying for it. We're not using it. But if I cancel it, then I can't use it. And I want to start using it, but I'm not. I don't know. It's like that meme where like the girl that looks like Julia Roberts has like all those math equations like moving around. Like that's what's happening in my brain. So I'm not going to cancel it yet, but I'm hoping to start using it again. I just like, I can't find the time. Next up we had our electric, which is a fixed expense for us now because we are on budget billing. So we are paying $219 per month for our electric. And then we also have our internet, which is $60. So, sorry, I like messed this up in my head. I don't know what I'm doing. Duh. Okay, sorry. Losing track on my computer over here because I do it digitally first and then I write it down so that I know what I'm writing. Anyways, internet and electric, those are both fixed at $219 and $60. And then childcare, June was our last month to pay for childcare right now, which was $200 for my daughter. She only had like a week and a half left of school in June, and so it was not as much as it normally was. And then for July and August, we are off of childcare. My husband and I are just kind of like making our schedules work together with having the kids be home, and like we have some family stepping in and helping and whatever. We're just like making the schedule work, and like my kids are doing some camps and stuff, but we've already paid those out of our kids sinking fund like months ago because like I don't know about you guys, but for our kids, like our summer programs and stuff, like those have to be paid for like in the springtime, like when you sign up. So those have been paid for, so they are doing like some camps and stuff, but we won't have like an official childcare again for a little while. I'm not sure what we're doing with our youngest. Originally the plan was to send him in September, but we're on like a bunch of wait lists and we haven't been called yet, so I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. We'll have to see. I don't know. So at this point, I'm not sure when this childcare is coming back, but at some point I'm sure that it will. But for now, we're gonna have a few months off, which will be nice. Then we have our giving category. So we do have a recurring donation to St. Jude every single month, and that is $100. That does not change. Then we have our spending. So my husband and I both get $100 per month in spending money, and that is just to spend on whatever we want to spend it on. If we want to get coffee or like something that's kind of like outside of our normal budget, like sometimes I'll get pedicures or like a new purse or like a backpack or whatever. I don't know. Whatever I want. Clothes, etc. I'm not like a huge spender on stuff like that, so I really don't like need more than $100 a month. Like that'll cover whatever I need for the month. Like if I need clothes, I can definitely get it for that. I typically thrift all of my clothes and my kids' clothes, and that saves us so much money every single year by not buying new clothes pretty much ever. I mean, I don't know. We do sometimes, but like really rarely. That definitely saves us a lot of money. Then we had our gas category. I had budgeted $250. We spent $223, which was pretty good. We were under budget by $27 this month. And yeah, my husband does work outside the home, so he spends a lot on gas. I go into the office 2 times a week right now. So I am kind of back like hybrid now, but we don't spend a ton on gas because I work pretty close to where I live, and my husband, he does have to drive around a little bit, but it's nothing like super significant. So that's where we're at for gas. Groceries, I did raise our grocery budget to $900 just because it's summertime. Like it's just, we have all the kids home and we have neighbor kids here like pretty much all day, every day as well. So we're feeding like, I don't know, 20 at some points. So we actually spent $916, which I didn't think was too bad. That was pretty close. I was definitely keeping a better eye on this month and making sure that we were like using what we had and trying to like use up things that we have in our deep freezer and stuff, and we still went over budget, which is kind of crazy, but that's where we're at right now. $100 for fun and kids. We spent $157. Oh my gosh. I was like, did my eyes deceive me? Did we really go over budget that much? But yes, we did. And this isn't like super uncommon for us in the summertime because obviously there's just more stuff happening in June. Like we just had like more things to do. Like we went to the zoo, splash pad, like all that kind of stuff with the kids, and everything costs money. So yeah, $157. I feel like, again, we were obviously not quite on budget, but it wasn't like horrible. So I'll take it. Then for miscellaneous, we budgeted $200 and we actually spent $175. So we were a little bit under budget in this one, which is great. That helped us make up a little bit for the ones that we were over budget in. And then dining out, which you guys know is always a struggle category for us. We had budgeted $250. I thought I actually budgeted $300. I think I did budget $300. I don't know why I wrote $250. And we actually spent $319. So according to, I believe I budgeted $300. If not, I bumped it up to $300 for July. So we were, somewhere in there. So we were either over by $69 or $19. I don't know. Dining out is always a struggle category for us. We struggle with it. I love to eat out. My husband loves to eat out. Us loving to eat out together is not a good pairing. Ideally, in a marriage, you would have one person who likes to cook and one person who doesn't, or both people who like to cook. Unfortunately, my husband and I both don't like to cook. So it is like not an ideal situation. But we do make it work, and I cook and he cooks and whatever, it's fine. So that's where we're at with all those categories. Again, as a whole, looking back on the month, I don't feel like we did horrible. Obviously, we could have done better. We could have been under budget in every category. That's ideal, but this is actual life, and I'm sharing my real numbers. So this is what it is, okay? We did okay. I think we did okay. What do you guys think? I think in the grand scheme of things, how our year has gone so far, I'm happy with it. So our next little chunk of things down here is our sinking funds. So we send money to our savings every single month to cover things like car insurance, oil changes, anything for our house, vacations, and then obviously Christmas. So those are all things that we are saving money for every single month. And some months we don't spend any of it, and some months we spend a lot of it, and it really just depends on the month. So we did do all of those things. So those are all, and I'm not even going to do percent of income for these because I just don't feel like it. It's not really relevant. So for a Roth IRA, we did $1,400. And yeah, that was our month. That was 19% of our income. So down here, we just have our recap here. So total income, $73.20. Total expenses, $73.49. So we did go over a little bit, $29. And that'll just come out of our buffer. So that's all I have to share for June. I hope you guys had a great month. Let me know in the comments down below how June went for you. And that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will talk to you again on Friday. Bye, guys.